Welcome to the Multi-Passion Mentor Podcast. This is the place where we talk about everything multi-potentialites deal with day in and day out. The life of, the business of, and different aspects of being multi-passionate.
Thank you for being here.
Let's talk about being self-aware. There's a very famous phrase, know thyself, attributed to Socrates. And we want to have this inner wisdom and knowing. We want to be able to recognize ourselves because if we're very honest, we are our own partner in life. We are our own best friend. We are going to be with ourselves till the very end, and perhaps even beyond, depending on your beliefs. So, who are we? What is this self-awareness that everyone speaks of? We know that we change throughout our lives. So many times, there are things about us that at one point were one way, and just a little later on, they're completely different. Here's an example. When you were a child, there were probably many foods that you just didn't like. Maybe you didn't even know why you didn't like them. You just thought they were gross. You didn't want anything to do with them. You would spit them out. You might excuse yourself from the dinner table with a mouthful of food and go find somewhere else to put it, just to get rid of it because it was so nasty, right? But then, fast forward to perhaps adulthood, when you fully enjoy these foods. I know that one food in particular is vegetables, leafy greens, broccoli, things like that. Kids tend to have an aversion to these things. Now, of course, there are a few that maybe love them, right? But I'm talking about the majority who just can't stand these healthy foods. And then later in life, you find them so nourishing, you find them so delightful and delicious. Not everyone, some people are still eating unhealthy foods, but let's focus on the point. We change. Aspects of ourselves shift. And if we feel this desire to always recognize ourselves, we will stay stuck in the old version of ourselves. We'll never be able to fully embrace the new and move into the version of ourselves that we are meant to be, also known as our higher selves. It's going to be very difficult to recognize yourself if the old version of you had a lot of bad habits, a lot of negative self-talk, a lot of limiting beliefs. Because if you're now transitioning into being someone who is confident, who has self-respect, boundaries, standards, that is the polar opposite of the person that you were before. This is the art of letting go. You're going to have to let go of that person, and it might be painful. It might not feel good, and that's okay. Find ways to mourn and release. Accept and allow. This is Multi-Passion Mentor. Thank you so much for tuning in, Mavens, and we'll see you back here next time. Be sure to visit us on Instagram at Multi-Passion Mentor. Stay inspired.